Is it live yet?
Is it live?
Does it
Are we
work?
live?
Where's the intro music? Yeah, it's working.
I think the video literally starts with me picking my nose.
Great job, dude.
Like finger just in, bro.
Nailed it.
And that's a really long latency. You guys weren't kidding.
Yeah, it's long. But all
Different.
right,
Uh-huh.
welcome to.
In the past.
All right, am I good to do it?
Go for it. Yeah, we're live, brother.
Sorry, my cat. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of the Quick Slants Football Show. Today we're doing a fantasy special, fantasy guide. With it being fantasy season, we're gonna do some fantasy talk. We don't always talk a ton about fantasy. We usually try to sneak it in every episode, but this is gonna be all based around fantasy today. Since I just had a draft. A lot of people drafting right now. You have a draft this weekend, Ben?
I have a draft on the 31st.
Devin,
So
you have a
2
draft
days.
too? You're not in any other leagues, are you, Devin? You're done.
No, I've been, you guys, or I meant you, Brian, no. I was like in 6 leagues at one point, and
Yeah.
I really had to trim it back. It was just too much. Like,
Yeah.
I hated being like, oh, I need this guy to get 20 yards, but not for this to happen or too quickly because this guy has this one in my other league. I hated that, bro.
Yeah, you're
So
rooting
I'm
it for
officially
yourself.
down to 1 league.
That's the dream, actually. I was in like 6 or 7 at one time, and now I'm down to 2 dynasty leagues and 1 redraft league that I just joined this year. So it's a good balance. And you just gotta kind of like have them in order of like, okay, this league's the most important. This league is kind of here, and this last league is whatever.
I will say my last year I dropped out of a redraft league like for this coming year. I kind of felt bad, like it wasn't like super last minute, and then they kind of knew. The guys asked me like, hey, are you doing this? And I was kind of used the opportunity to be like, nah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, for me personally, when you play dynasty and like you're building your team, and especially our league that we've been working for years and years on your team, just drafting a random team, it didn't feel like my team. I was just playing this random league, like filling the spot, drafting random players.
That's how I feel. That's why like I have our like main league, and then I have like 1 redraft league.
You do. To your defense, Ben, for years, Ben has always said like my main league or my South league.
Yeah, well, I call it North-South, but yeah.
I heard you say main for us a couple times.
It's main. It is my main league. Like it's the one that takes all the focus. Last year I came in 2nd place, and I don't think I set my lineup a couple times.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Devin helped me get that team. That was crazy.
Yep, I remember.
I might have to recruit you again.
What'd you have?
I'm available, brother.
Fuck, I don't even remember.
I don't remember. And
you showed the screenshot,
and it gets like fucking wiped, you know?
Yeah, it's gone.
Was there a screenshot? Did I send you one?
No, I think I took because I drafted. Didn't I have to draft Zach's team or something?
You didn't draft my team. I was like drafting, and you like helped me. I was like online.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of maybe a couple years ago. I think I drafted Zach's team.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
So I got a couple questions, just kind of fantasy related, but kind of personal related. I'll start with you, Ben. You look like you're ready to answer a question. So, what got you into football? Was it like fantasy football? Was it a person? Like, did you?
Dante Culpepper.
He got you into fantasy football.
Got me into football.
Okay, and then what got you into fantasy? What was like your first fantasy like experience? Like your first fantasy league?
It was like an ESPN redraft, and I bet you it was just watching so many sports. Because like there was a time, it's like 6th or 7th grade when I like decided that I was like gonna invest in watching sports because I needed to do that. And so then I just like literally we had like a TV in my kitchen, and I would like wake up and eat breakfast and like watch ESPN. I'd come home and I'd eat more breakfast food and then watch.
You mean cereal? Dude, you had that TV that was mounted underneath the cabinet. We used to watch so much college football in the morning.
It was cool.
Waking up after gaming all night, just eating pounds of cereal.
Yeah, because it was in the kitchen. You could just like chill.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like something that happens. I just went blurry. I know you're gonna have to fix that, but I feel like it's something that happens a lot, where it's like almost like the changing of the guard as a young man. Like you go from cartoons like in the morning and stuff, and then or whatever show you watch in the morning, and then you just watch ESPN all the time. Like that's what you watch. Like You like go to sleep with it on, and you wake up like 3 a.m. and it's still playing. It's
That was the best too, because when you were like sleeping at night, like every like hour or so, you'd wake up. It'd be like the same segment from the last hour, and you caught it like at the same spot, but it's like right after you fell asleep the last time. So you just like watch the 1 hour segment throughout 6 hours of sleep.
It's great.
Great times.
That was good times.
To answer your question, Ryan, for me personally, 2 people jump out at me. Number 1, kind of Dante Hall. You guys know Dante Hall? Remember him?
Yeah, he was a wide receiver, punt returner. He was a cornerback?
No, he might play a little corner, but I know him for receiver and kick return, punt return. Yeah. He was the first person where I was like, holy shit. And I remember like in early fantasy wanting him. The other person was Lindanian Tomlinson. Okay. I remember playing in a family league way before. Like, I think this was like still like paper and like pen type shit.
Good old days,
and I remember like Lindanian Tomlinson was like, they've been in the league a couple years, and my Aunt Terry, shout out my Aunt Terry, drafted him, and like we were watching games, and like everybody talks about how good Lindanian Tomlinson was.
Right. He was different. I think that was like around the time I kind of started getting into fantasy as well. It was around the LT years.
Yeah.
That was a good time. My first league was like a fantasy like home league like with my family when they started, and
really.
Yeah, and then I think I got in a league with you guys like shortly after. I think the next year I think I played with you guys. We went to a restaurant and drafted.
Damon's.
Damon's restaurant.
That's where we met. R.I.P. Where we met your brother Nick.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here today without that Damon's experience. So here we are.
You guys remember? Was that the same time where somebody like threw an ice cube or something? It landed on the table next, like to the table next to us.
I know it wasn't me.
No, it was like somebody, they were like, I don't know, we're just being dumb, and like somebody was like, oh, it's in my water, and they like flipped it, like with a fork, like flipped out an ice cube, and it like went on the other table.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Let's just blame Rebel. Hashtag blame Rebel.
One time, in one of my first like leagues, it was on an online redraft league. It may have been the first time. It may have been like the year AP came in as a rookie. I drafted the other Adrian Peterson first, and I still got
the one for like the Bears or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of remember that actually.
Yeah, and I still had it. And he like went off, and like I think I may have like won that year, and that's probably why like I was like I got to keep playing this fucking shit.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't have a lot of success my first few years, but like later as it went on, you kind of figure things out and get a little bit better.
But yeah, you start to kind of figure it out a little bit.
I wish. Tell me about it, yeah, because I haven't won since like 2012 or something.
Yeah, I remember you remember you drafted Donovan McNabb first that 1 year or whatever.
Yeah, you'll never let me fucking live that one down.
It was just like it was like fantasy football and like young.
I was like in the 9th grade.
You were like, I want Donovan McNabb. We're like, are you sure, Ben?
If you walked up to a 9th grader right now, you'd be like, I would not expect that kid to draft anything good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like him taking like, I don't know, Dak Prescott in the first round.
Geno Smith.
That's exactly what that was. That's literally what that was. It was like, yeah, he's definitely got high like potential, man.
I like him.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Definitely didn't watch enough football. It was like they were in the NFC Championship a couple years, and I watched them on TV, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's when he had like TO, right? That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right. So the next topic I'm going to kind of go over is just kind of like your favorite way to play fantasy. What's your favorite way to play? I know we kind of already touched on this, so we all like Dynasty. That's a little bit different, but if you had to pick like another way to play, like just like a standard, like a regular redraft, do you like PPR? Do you like standard leagues?
I'll give you mine right off the dome here, bro. I so badly want to do an auction draft.
An auction draft, yeah.
I feel like that's something that used to be the wave, and now nobody does.
I feel like it was like the way it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I missed that boat.
Anybody.
I really think it'd be dope to like be like, all right, Justin Jefferson, and everybody's like,
start a redraft league next year, and we'll do auction only.
Yeah, I feel like you need like some commitment though, bro, like from people. Because usually that's like y'all get together and have a bunch of food and drinks, and
definitely helps to be in person. Yeah, we have we hire a Rebel to be the auctioneer.
That would be fun.
What's going?
That would be fun.
Yeah,
Stream it all.
I've only done that'd be sick actually at Damon's. Rest in
At
peace.
Damon's, R.I.P.
Right. I wonder
Um,
what it is now. I wonder what that building is. I think it was
Dude,
like
it's
a
a-
hospital or something.
it's like a urgent care.
Yeah,
Actually,
clinic.
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
It used
been
to be a
there.
crab place, remember? Like a crab and
Yeah, I went
seafood.
there. It was bad. That was a terrible
Yeah, it was.
restaurant.
Yeah, I think it got shut down. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The health department came in there, shut it down, and then turned it into a clinic because they had so many sick people in there already.
200 IQ, bro.
Hello.
Shout out our home
Yeah, I was like, I got an idea.
But yeah, I mean, obviously that's a way to draft, but I really like PPR. I feel like it just makes so many people more valuable. I know people kind of shit on it.
Do
'cause it
people?
makes
It
the
opens up the
receivers.
game.
Wait, really? I thought people I thought it was one of those where if you play not PPR, you're like a noob.
I think standard isn't very good either. I think there's people on both sides, but I've heard like half PPR. I've heard like a bunch of different types of way to play, and I also like leagues. Our league has kind of no kickers. I mean, I just think kickers are
Bro,
stupid.
that's my
but
thing. Nothing gets me more like annoyed when somebody's like, dude, look at my draft, look at my team, and it's like a 10-team league, and it's like defense and kicker in there, and I'm like,
Yeah,
God, dude, you guys are such noobs.
Dude, the guys at work have a 10-team league with fucking defense and 2 defensive players. And
Ugh.
That's a lot.
Ugh.
And I was like, they were like, oh, what should I draft? They're like asking me questions and stuff. And I was like, like wait for a tight end, that kind of shit. And I was like, if you don't get your quarterback early, probably wait. There's fucking 10 fucking teams.
Right.
I understand like one
matter.
IDP.
And
like,
all these guys drafted 2 quarterbacks. Like a couple of them drafted like a backup kicker. Like just fucking.
Yeah. Well,
Like, you
that's
have
just like the
pick of the
casual
litter.
scene. Yeah. Those
It's
leagues
like,
are easy to win though. There's probably 2 or 3 people in there that just have
Yeah.
amazing teams because they know what
And
they're doing.
And
So.
it's like a high money league because these guys are just betting with each other. You know what I mean?
it's usually how it
Right,
goes. I
right.
think that's your point, Ryan. A lot of these like
Yeah.
dudes, they like work at a bank or something. They all get together and they're like, yeah, let's throw 500 in, you know?
Yeah, everybody put in 500. We'll see who wins.
I'm like, wait, I got out of the draft with Bijan, Jamar Chase. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like, it's like
Yeah.
you go through and you're like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
Every time I said Bijan, was his name Bijan Raji? That's what I think of.
Oh, you think?
Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah,
Is that
the
a quarterback?
defense tackle for like Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's like, show me what you got,
Remember
Raji. You remember that
Went to
commercial?
Boston College.
It was like a State Farm commercial. They were
I
like the
do. No.
cheerleaders, like, show me what you got, Raji. He was like dancing.
dancing.
Yeah.
I don't know
He's
that
a
one.
big
I'll
dude.
have to
Yeah.
look that one up.
I
Can
would
you do me a
show
fa-
it, but we might get in trouble.
Probably, yeah.
Can you pull up the ADP that I sent you?
Sure, you want me to like blow it up?
Yeah, blow it up. We're gonna take a look at it, and I'm gonna get you guys' opinion on a couple of things.
Okay.
Stick.
Let me just trim this down real quick here.
Oh yeah, good. So pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of talk about. I mean, obviously going into a draft, I think I want to say, like, there's gonna be busts in the first round. So I want you guys to take a look at the first round ADP. These are the players that are going in the first round in PPR drafts. I'm gonna tell you, tell me who you think in the first round is going to be that bust. Once Devin gets it pulled up, but there's always at least I want to say 3 or 4 people who bust out of the first round every year, and
I mean, I feel like Stefan Diggs being in the top 10 is not.
So we're
good.
looking kind of
Not
top
correct.
12 here.
yeah, so top 12, that's the first round. So yeah, give me.
Chubb
Give me an
needs to be
idea.
higher. Stefan Diggs needs to be lower.
So this is PPR, so keep that in mind with Chubb because I mean he doesn't catch the ball.
Yeah,
But-
he's going to though. Fucking old boy's out. They don't have any other running backs.
Who in that top 12 are you worried about drafting the most? Like, who do you think is going to be the
CD
biggest?
Lamb, if
name?
we're talking fucking top 12, yeah.
Okay, so you don't think CD Lamb's going to finish in the
Stay
top?
away
I
from
mean,
the
he's
Cowboys.
12 at least, but
Cowboys
Yeah.
are one of those teams, like the Ravens. I don't
I
like the receivers. I just don't.
Devin, who's your person on that list? Who do you think in that top 12 is going to be like? People are going to look back and be like, dude, I just fucked up my first round.
Okay, I've said this for like 3 years now, and I've been completely wrong every time. I want everybody to know this. This year, I think
Okay.
I might be right. I'm gonna say
Okay.
Austin Eckler.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
can
would
Dude,
see it, I can
every
see
year
it.
I'm like, Eckler's not good. and I'm like, I don't understand.
Really
And then I'm like, okay, I get it, you know. And then next year happens, and I'm like, but this year he won't be good.
yeah.
It's like the Chargers, bro. You know, like I don't know. But I think this year, RB2, bro, right here, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean he does catch quite a bit, but yeah, no, I think
Cooper
that's kind of
Kupp,
high.
man, he's kind of old, and he didn't last last year.
Yeah, I
He's
could see
gonna
him getting.
do. He's gonna
And
last.
He's the one that jumps out at me. He's already kind of hurt in camp, so
and
that
I'll
kind
give
of
you
scares
guys
me.
a little bit of headline news. Did you guys hear the report about Stafford that came out this week?
That he doesn't know
No.
anybody's name.
He doesn't know anybody's name. He can't relate with all the young players.
Yeah, because
and
they're all brand new players because they signed everybody and blew their cap.
yeah, apparently his wife Kelly Stafford like just aired a bunch of shit on her podcast or something. And yeah, apparently he says I don't know what to do with these young guys, and they just have their heads buried in their phone and yada yada.
Okay, yeah, I think
Kind of
the Rams
sensing
are.
some turmoil here, so I could see Cup
Yeah,
definitely.
I think they're gonna have a hard reset. I don't think Cup's gonna have a terrible season, but I don't think he's gonna finish as wide receiver 3. I think.
Yeah, like that.
I think I'd rather have Tyreek above him. Like I actually drafted Cup, but I drafted him in the second round in the draft I just did. That's a 12-team league, and I got him at like pick like 18. I got Cooper Cup, so and then I felt okay. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like getting him that late. It's not that bad. I took Bijan in the first, and then ended up getting Cup in the second. But
and I really hope he
worry
does
about
well,
Bijan
bro.
and like splitting carries. Do you think they'll split carries? Because I do.
I'm
sure.
I think they got another young guy on like a 1 year in contract that they're gonna want to burn too, and I think they're gonna want to get some miles on him.
Yeah, when I drafted him, I made it a point to make sure I was getting other people that can contribute like early because I think he'll be good the second half of the year. But I think the first half of the year they'll try to ease him in. They'll give Tyler Algier his carries that he earned. But
for sure, and I feel like because they're like a running team, they're definitely gonna want to run the ball. He might get like 12 carries, but
I just think he's good enough that if he gets 12 to 15 carries and he catches the ball 3 or 4 times a game, I think he'll still be like really good.
I mean, he could get you 7 on the ground, fucking 3 in the air, and a touchdown.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Everybody kind of agree with JJ being number 1 here.
I think it's a coin flip between him and Chase. Honestly,
what I was kind of thinking.
I don't know, man. I love Joe Burrow, man. So I almost like if you ask me between the two, like it's like neck and neck. I think.
Yeah,
I don't really see a difference.
Really like. I mean, obviously the Bengals are a really good team. I don't think anybody in their right mind can say that they're not a good team. You know, defense side of the ball is a little bit worse, right? I mean, they got some dogs though, for sure. But when you think about, like you said, you got Joey B back there. Somehow they always figure out something to do with running backs, no matter who fucking they got or the 3 guys they got. And then you got Jamar Chase here. That's literally a dog. Like literally, this dude's a fucking dog.
Yeah. I mean, I love Jamar Chase. I think they're both really good, but Justin Jefferson's been healthier. Chase seems to get banged up a little bit more. I don't know why. Just maybe the way he's built.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Who do you prefer, Ben, between the two?
Probably Jamar Chase. I worry about Kirk Cousins. I mean, I have him, and he's always been my fucking workhorse, but, you know, he's getting older. It's a contract year.
Yeah.
You never know what happens.
Yeah.
He might blow it out, and then, he could be. I mean, he's 1-2. Like, I wouldn't.
Right.
I don't know. I wouldn't take McCaffrey over them, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd probably take both of them before McCaffrey. I would take probably McCaffrey 3 looking at that. I mean, I think he's 3. But also, if someone picked them at 1, I want to be like, dude, what are you doing? It's kind of like those 3 guys, and then it's kind of like a tier break. How early do you think it's too early to take Kelsey? I know he's 5 on here, but like, I don't really take early tight ends. If he was there at the end of the first, I'd probably take him.
Yeah, I would say 12-team league. If I'm like pick maybe 8 through 12, I'm considering it.
You're getting like a high-end wide receiver, and then you're getting him or
here's the thing.
You really like left.
Here's the thing.
Chubb and Kelsey, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
And then you can get 2 great receivers on the other, and the next time it comes around.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is the year it's going to happen, but I mean, eventually the Kelsey train's going to end.
Yeah,
And
do you
someone's
want
gonna
to be
get
holding
burned
the
hard.
bag? Yeah, do you want to be holding the bag, dude? Because I don't want to be holding the bag. But I've also felt that way 2 years in a row, and he's been far and away like amazing. So
How many?
last
How
year,
many? It's like 9 or 8 years in a row. He's had 1,000+, right?
dude, I saw a stat. He's been like the tight end one, so the best tight end every year of like the last 8 years, besides 1 year, and that was like
Yeah,
2 years ago.
it's
Mark Andrews was the first. It's
wild,
crazy.
bro.
He's just like different. I don't even know.
He's
And
a
that's
funny
like hasn't
guy.
done anything. Yeah, I like him too. I kind of didn't before, but I definitely after that podcast came out, he definitely seems more
Oh
likable.
yeah, dude. He seems like
Um,
a fucking hell of a like. He seems like a good time, bro.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, he seems like
Yeah.
a good guy. Both of them, and dude, I know we talked about them last show too, but the whole Kelsey family seems great. The
Yeah, the
parents of
mom, the
them,
dad.
they
Yeah.
all seem great, dude.
Yeah. They seem like a really good family to be around. Just a couple other things. Saquon, you guys scared of Saquon this year? You guys feel safe drafting him, or they paid
He's
him?
playing. They didn't.
He's
They didn't pay him.
Well, they paid him. They gave him
For
1 year
1 year,
contract.
yeah.
They didn't. He's not on the franchise tag. They gave him this weird contract.
I've always said many years, bro. People that are on a prove it deal always perform.
Dude, if you're a running back, you're always on a prove it deal. So
Especially, I mean, it's a 1 year deal like this. It's
yeah,
a
it's
prove it deal.
literally yeah, no, for sure. I could see him just going out there. I think he'll have a good year. It's just same with him and McCaffrey, all the running backs. Like if they just stay healthy, they're gonna be great because they're the only guys on their team that can.
I
do
would
what they can do.
definitely, especially with running backs being kind of very slim pickings. If I came away in a redraft and I got Saquon in the first, I wouldn't be disappointed.
And he catches the
Yeah.
ball. I mean, he's
Yeah, that's the big thing.
I wouldn't be that upset.
Yeah, I picked at 10, and I was between Saquon and Bijan, and Saquon went at 9. So I picked Bijan at 10.
Honestly,
yeah.
to be honest with you, if they're both there, would you have taken Bijan? Because I probably would take Saquon over him this year in a redraft.
Man, I actually don't know. Probably would rather the hype around Bijan. I almost want to in on the hype. I kind of know what I have to say with Saquon, but Bijan I feel like would be fun. And being a Cowboys fan, I don't want to have to root for the Giants.
Yeah, that's true.
Have to.
You guys,
rather...
that's another good question. Do you guys like pick fantasy players based off your home team? I know a lot of people like, I'm sure do, but like, do you not pick somebody because they're like a division rival? Like, if say you hated the Bears, but Justin Fields is there, you gonna take him? You gotta root for Justin Fields every week now.
Yeah, I feel like. So I don't know how you feel about this, Ben, but I feel like maybe not like. It's almost in my like subconscious. Like I actually don't like Jalen Hurts that much as other people like him, so I'm never gonna have him because I like him less than other people. Probably because I just don't like him, even though I think
you're
he's
not
good.
gonna pick him. I mean, if you get to a point where he's there,
Right?
it's
Like
usually
if
somebody else.
Well, let me rephrase this. Let's say Joe Burrow plays for the Eagles. You have a chance. You know, like you like Joey B.
Though. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's tough. I feel like I don't, but I'm sure like part of me does, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I don't go out of my way to not draft a player because they play for a division rival.
I will say my personal opinion.
Worse, though.
My personal opinion on that is I probably don't do it with a quarterback. Probably a skill position I might, because like, dude, 11 on 11, there's two sides of the ball. There's a lot of factors. I mean, having, I don't know, if you're a Lions fan and you have Justin Jefferson, like he's going to torch us for 120 regardless, bro. Don't you want to benefit from it?
Yeah, I agree. I think the quarterback's the big one. I feel like all those years, none of us would want Aaron Rodgers. I never had Aaron Rodgers on any team that I just didn't like him being a Lions fan. But then, I mean, I don't have a problem with Kirk. Like I probably had Kirk at some point. Maybe that's just the different type of, how I viewed the players. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. That's a good question. I feel like, I don't know. I don't purposely do it. I mean, I had like Miles Sanders, like you said, like the skill positions. It's like they're gonna go off regardless. Like, at least I'll be watching the game.
True. What about like the second? I know it's a little delayed, but kind of scrolling down here. When I kind of scroll down this list, bro, there's still some mega superstars here.
I wanted to touch like quickly on the second round. Who you think is maybe overvalued? Because I wanted to kind of talk about the first round and the second round, who's overvalued and who's going to be a bust, or undervalued and going to be a bust. So is there anyone in the second round that you think maybe could perform, like is going to finish top 12? Like, I mean, obviously it's kind of hard with the different positions, but
I mean, Josh Jacobs hasn't signed a deal yet.
well, he signed
He
just
did.
a couple
Did he?
days ago.
Oh, did he really?
So
Yeah,
I
it's like
think
up to 12
his-
mil 1 year.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
he signed the Saquon deal, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's caught up yet. So I could see Jacobs performing. I think Tony
Those are pretty
Pollard
good. Yeah,
is kind of
Tony Pollard,
scary,
I'm
but
worried about him. I have him, and I'm a little worried about him.
he could finish as the running back 1, or he
Yeah.
could finish as the running back 30. Like that's
Yeah.
how I feel about Tony Pollard. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there anyone there that you think? I mean, you think the wheels are going to come off Derrick Henry this year? Or you think he's got another year?
He's another guy that kind of similar notion to like what I said about Kelsey. Like eventually it's gonna wear off here.
Yep.
I think he's one of those guys that might just play until he doesn't want to. People
Yeah.
will just always get kind of like worried about it, but he'll always just produce.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially someone like him, I think what you see is like he just moves to like less carries throughout the game and more opportunity type runs, I guess. More guaranteed. I mean, if he comes in and he rushes the ball 8 times for, 42 yards and a touchdown.
Of the different fucking applications, like 10, 16, 19, 20, like that's a big swing,
Yeah.
Yeah, people are all over the place. And JT, obviously, I don't even know how much he's going to even play at that situation.
Well, did you guys hear the latest thing today? That apparently they said all the deals were trash and they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, he's not going to play. He's on the PUP. He's not playing the first 4 weeks, so he's out.
Right. Yeah, he's on my team. I saw that he started on the pup. So did Kyler. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about the early quarterbacks of Josh Allen. Josh Allen in the second. It looks like Mahomes is in the second.
I mean, Mahomes was up here, 15 ADP.
I just have a feeling that Josh Allen is like taking a Ryan Tannehill trajectory.
And I think Josh Allen's already
passed, right?
Yeah, I feel like fantasy
but I feel
wise,
like he's peaked. You know what I mean? Like
I never saw Tanny on the cover of Madden. I'll tell you that.
Sure.
He deserved it. You remember when he played receiver for A&M?
Yes, I do. I remember watching a game with him in it.
He literally played wide receiver at Texas A&M.
I do know what you mean. I'm assuming you mean like NFL related, Ben, where like maybe Josh Allen can't get them over the hump, which sucks. I like the Bills, and I like Josh Allen, but you seem really down on the Bills because you didn't like Stephon Diggs either. So
yeah, I mean,
they do seem like kind of out of like the Chiefs and Bills and Bengals, probably the third or they're like the first out, right? If you name those 3, like.
Dude, can you imagine? But if you put the Bills in the NFC, they're probably like the best team. The second
but
best
we
team.
all can agree the NFC kind of blows, right?
Is it though?
I mean,
who's the best team in the NFC right now? Go.
The Lions.
Besides, I guess the easy answer is the Eagles, right? That's who both people would name.
The Niners are really good.
The Niners are really good. And
the Niners are really good. The Niners have a really good defense.
I mean, I would almost take all AFC teams over them. I think all 3 of those teams could probably beat the 49ers.
I think so too. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But any given Sunday, right? We'll see.
That's why they play the game.
Why they play the games. All right, let me get to
that looks such a boomer thing. Like they're like the mid-60 guys. Like, yeah, we're playing Northwestern. You never know. That's why we play the game. All right, bro.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Right.
Thanks, Grandpa.
So this is an interesting one. You might need to pull up some teams to get an idea, maybe some depth charts, or you guys might know offhand. So every year there's always like a team that has 2 wide receiver ones. So that's 2 receivers that finish in the top 12. Who do you think this year? Which team do you think is going to have 2 receivers that finish in the top 12?
For meaning
like point scored, just receivers.
In fantasy?
Yeah. So, I mean, a good example, I think the first example that comes to my mind is Tyreek and Waddle. I think they have a good bet. I don't know. Who's your go-to, Devin? Who do you think is going to be the team that has 2 receivers in the top 12?
I like half seriousness, but half also joking. Lions maybe have a shot at it.
That dude, he's not playing though. Like the first, how
is.
many game?
6.
Again,
1,000 yards.
Still imagine he's
What's
out
gonna
6.
happen is like we're gonna be like we're doing okay, and he's gonna come back, and then Jared Goff's just gonna start throwing 60-yard bombs, just
I hope so. I mean, that
over and
sounds
over
legit.
again.
You want
And he's
my
gonna be 15 yards ahead of the guy every single time, just catching the ball like a joke.
I didn't think Lions were going to be mentioned in this segment, but all right.
dude, we're
They're the
lying.
best.
Yeah.
Any segment, dude, they're coming up.
I mean, okay, honestly, like I've asked this question. Amon-Ra St. Brown, people, not just Lions people, consider him what, a top 5 receiver right now?
I mean, he gets drafted in the 2nd round. Yeah, I mean that's top 10.
Yeah, I would say top 10. I can definitely name 5
Bro,
receivers.
there's no way. I'm looking right now. They have Garrett Wilson ahead of him. There's no way. There's no way.
Really good though. I mean,
Dude, so is Amon-Ra, bro.
he also has Aaron Rodgers thrown to him, so like I'll take that over.
We have Jared Goff.
Yep.
Everybody just wait, bro. Everybody just fucking wait. Anyways, so I guess I won't mention a Lions team.
You can, man.
The easy
I
answer
know,
would be
man.
the Eagles. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
I think that's the easy answer. Okay. I have one for you too.
Ooh,
I have actually had a
Pittsburgh?
couple.
Pickens?
Not Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, bro. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Good
I think
one.
that's
I
an
thought
obvious
Ben was
one,
going
too.
with the Steelers.
Can I sell you guys on CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks? Thoughts? Let's talk.
I mean, Brady Cooks is really good.
Right. You saw him on
Lamb is
Houston.
really, really good.
I just don't know if they're going to throw the ball enough. Like
And
that's
the
my
problem
concern.
is that Dak Prescott's not very good. He's just not. I'm sorry about it.
All right.
And then if he's not going to be the good quarterback, their only other option now is
Trey Lance. Hell yeah.
he's only played like 5 games in his career of playing football. They were like, dude, you in the street, you play football? He was like, I don't know. And then they gave him the ball and he outran everybody. And they're like, you could play quarterback.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm not sure.
I do.
I like this guy.
I feel like the Eagles would be like maybe my pick, but I really like Waddle and Tyreek, bro.
Yeah, that
that's
was gonna be my
insane.
pick. Especially
Okay.
with homeboy, like if he
That's
gets
insane, bro.
I got a couple more for you guys. You say yes or no to
I know
these
you're
3.
going. I know you're going New Orleans, bro.
New Orleans, yep. Michael Thomas and Chris Olave
I knew
with
it.
Derek Carr. Thoughts?
I don't mind
possible?
it, to be honest with you. The Saints are a weird team for me. I kind of
Okay.
like half root for them, but I kind of feel like they're going to be bad. But who
Yeah,
knows, man?
I agree. Ben, yes, no. Saints have a chance.
Yeah, I think they do.
Michael Thomas stays healthy, obviously. I don't
I think their
they can-
defense is sneaky, and then Derek Carr is, I mean, he's good.
They got some
Um,
receivers that like actually like run downfield and can catch.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. So like,
Yeah,
And Kamara redemption arc, bro. Anime arc coming in, bro.
yeah. It's a couple games. He only got a few games suspended. And Jamal on the team, anime
Sure.
lover.
Ooh, that combo, bro.
All right, I got 2 more. Minnesota, Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. I think
Yeah, that's tough
he's
to.
a rookie though.
He's a
so
rookie,
Who knows
yeah, we
how
don't
slow
know.
he starts. And then the Chargers. What do we think about Keenan and either Mike Williams or Quentin Johnston?
Well, I
I don't
know.
know,
I
man.
was just talking to Ben about Mike Williams the other day.
On the
Not
block,
too good.
Kind of move him. We'll
He's
talk
slumping.
after.
He's
I
slumping
think
a
he's
bit.
talk
slumping.
after.
I think he's just coming like down. You know what I mean? He's on the
Even,
down.
dude,
slope.
you know who he-
I've Keenan in Dynasty, bro. I'm the same boat, bro. I'm scared.
Yeah, I think they
Mike
both
Williams
are.
has. What's the dude from the Panthers? I feel like he's doing his career arc. The big dude, Devin Funchess. That's the arc I'm feeling.
For who?
Devin Funchess for Mike Williams. I feel like they're along the same career arc. He had
Really?
like a good
Dude,
kind
I
of
think-
rookie year, and like now
No,
he's just
Mike-
kind of slumping.
Mike
around.
Williams probably
been
has
pretty
way more
consistent.
yards than Funches, right? Career.
Yeah, he's consistently average.
No?
Like,
I don't know. I don't know about career because Funchess was in the league for way longer. But okay, I like Mike Williams. If you want to put him on the block, I'll send you an offer.
All right, let's just for the shits and giggles, 'cause I'm curious. So Mike Williams has 4,500 yards career, and 70 or 30 touchdowns. Devin Funches has Career stats. Sorry, I'm gonna have to actually look this up. 2,200 yards.
Oh man, yeah, good call.
21 yards.
He had a big year though, right? He had one really big year that I'm thinking of.
He played with the Packers. He like kind of came out a little bit, but he played like tight end at that time.
No, Ryan's right. No, he had a big year with the Panthers.
Right?
Big year
With Cam.
Yeah, with Cam, and then yeah, and then he put on a bunch of weight and they moved him to tight end.
Hell yeah,
like the real Michigan receiver he is.
Like
tight end.
Yeah, he did. That is true.
So
he was good too.
Yeah.
Let's obviously it wouldn't be a fantasy show without me asking for a sleeper. So do you guys have anybody that you have the ADP might still pulled up? So this would be someone.
I want to know what's your definition of sleeper, because some people could be like, Aaron Jones, is he a sleeper?
I would say someone maybe that hasn't really done it or isn't viewed on doing it. I think Aaron Jones wouldn't be qualified because everyone's heard of Aaron Jones. I'd say someone that's not a household name that might be after this year.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first if you guys want. But I don't want to take any of your guys's, but I think somebody that is going to be good that I don't really think is a household name yet is he kind of like sneaking up here and there. He had that really big game in the playoffs, but Gabe Davis. I think you guys know who he is. He's a big enough name, but I would still think he's a sleeper. He might be outside of the top 100 in ADP.
I mean, he's the number 2 receiver in Buffalo.
Right, and I do like the tight end they drafted, but I think Gabe Davis is going to have a better year, especially if you play in like a standard league where you get a lot of points for touchdowns and not so much catches, because he's like the big play guy. But I like Gabe Davis. I don't know what you guys think about Gabe Davis, or who's your sleeper, Ben?
My sleeper is Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Okay.
I love that guy.
I like it. I like it.
He's like the number 1 receiver and number 2 behind Amari Cooper. Sorry.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no. Why not?
I mean, he's got a quarterback this year, even though we all kind of think that he's kind of a terrible guy.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to argue against him being a terrible person. I think he's a terrible person too. So.
However, he can throw the football. So
yeah,
I think that they're really primed for it. And with a good running back, I think Cleveland's probably going to be pretty good.
You think they win that division?
No.
No? You think the Ravens?
Cincinnati.
Bengals? Okay, yeah. I think the Browns beat Cincinnati twice last year, if I'm remembering, which is crazy to me. Because
I think that division's going to be good. The Steelers are better.
That division is,
Ravens are good.
Dude, I know we're Lions fans, but dude, that division is always like gritty and like tough and like.
This year?
I don't know who we play. No, we would play the Chiefs division, right?
Yeah, we play the Chiefs first.
We played the Chiefs first, so.
Do we?
Which that division kind of tough too.
We play them on opening night Thursday.
Well, not
opening that. NFL. Lions play the Chiefs on the road. Dude, we're gonna get worked, and everyone's gonna say that we suck.
That's next week, right? Next week.
Like
next
literally
Thursday.
almost a week from now.
That's insane, boys. Buckle up. All right, give me a sleeper, Devin.
Oh fuck! I mean, you guys like really fucking went down. Peoples-Jones is pretty deep.
That is
Gabe Davis, deep, I guess. So yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just throw this guy out there. Jalen Hyatt.
I'm writing this down from the Giants.
From the Giants.
Okay. Slot receiver.
Fast. Very fast, big play potential. Kind of reminds me of maybe Deshaun Jackson type.
Yeah, he was pretty high up for rookies until the draft. But.
Yeah, the other people I have in mind, which is kind of one of Ben's guys, but George Pickens, I really like him this year. I don't know if he's done enough to become
I have him written down. I think he's. Yeah,
I really
think
him and Deontay Johnson both. I really like that combo. I pick it in Dynasty, so might be copium a little bit here, but
dude, Pickett's looked really good. I watched something the other day. It was like a clip of every pass that he's thrown or something in the preseason. I watched it. He's actually looks pretty good. I have Deontay Johnson down as something called like a value. I think that would be kind of where he would fall. Like I think people know who he is, but I think he's really, really underdrafted. I think he should be drafted higher. Same
Deontay?
with same with
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks. I feel like he's a value. He's drafted way down there. He's the number one
What
or the
about
number
the
two
Houston
receiver on a team that
receivers?
needs.
I mean, honestly, I know
Minchie.
yeah.
Minchie Jr. who's
Someone's-
Minchie's a beast, bro.
Someone's gonna be good there, but I don't know who, and I don't want to draft any of them in redraft. I'm gonna wait to
Correct,
see
and you
who's
don't-
the guy, and
we don't know
you
if that
know, and then go get
quarterback
him off
can
waivers.
play.
Right, it's too dangerous
It's
to
Damian Pierce, right?
Damian Pierce.
That
we're
is
gonna be talking about Damian Pierce later, actually. So buckle up.
Right? Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking for like values. I mean, I think also Khalil Herbert. I don't know, the running back from the Bears. I think he's not really being drafted.
I tell you, that guy's
He
Madden
is
card
good
is
as-
got
That's
He's
what I'm
half as
saying,
quick
bro.
in Madden,
I-
bro,
I
as he is in
don't
NFL.
know.
Holy.
Yeah, he's quick, man. But yeah, I think he's a good value too. I think if you're drafting and you see him late, you know, especially if you go really heavy on wide receivers early. I
Yeah,
think
because
they're
they
a really
got
good running back.
what's his name? Don't they
They-
have another guy too? They got
Yeah, like Donta Foreman.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
they drafted a guy that I drafted, Roshan Johnson. But
Dude, another
I think
random
Herbert's good.
kind of sleeper guy. What do you guys feel about homeboy from Green Bay, Romeo Dubois or whatever?
It's just Dobbs.
Dobbs.
Oh. I like to spice it up, Deerte.
I think if Jordan Love's good, he's good, right? I mean, I think
Jordan
that's what
Love
it comes
looks
down
good too.
to. Dude, he looks good, right?
He
He's
does.
sitting on my dynasty bench.
Whoa,
Cat
whoa,
fuck
shit!
I
That's a
think you
cat
just
tap.
got a starter out of him, so like a good,
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
some zing
why-
on the ball, bro.
for like 10 years, dog. Like you got Jordan Love.
Yeah, I love him.
That's how I feel about
Um,
fucking my boy Kenny.
Like,
I got him for the rest of my life, you know. Him and Mac
Like-
Jones, bro.
Oh, God.
Jerk.
If the Madden's
Like-
anything about fucking real life,
I'm in for a ride. I was in for a
Patriots
ride
are
last year, bro.
screwed, man.
Let me just put it in perspective. There were several weeks I wanted to just bench him and like risk it on a random flex receiver because it's like
Dude, you were
at least I
playing
know I
Sam
can't go
Ellinger.
down in points, you know.
Yeah,
That's true. It's
Yeah.
harder for it's hard for receivers to go down in points, but
It's easy for Mac Jones to get -1. You know.
Yeah. That's true. But all right, I have one more thing I want to do. This one's keep trade cut. So this is for like we're gonna do like a little dynasty keep trade cut. I think this is the good kind of way to get your mind working. I did keep them all in the same. Position because it's hard to compare positions. So we'll start with the quarterbacks. So keep trade cut. Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and Trevor Lawrence. This is for Dynasty. So, Ben, you can start on this one. I'm curious what you think because I don't really know your
Keep
opinion
Herbert.
on. Okay,
I would cut Lamar.
you're gonna
and
trade
then I
Trevor.
would trade Trevor, yeah.
You think you could get more for Trevor than you could get for Lamar in a trade
Yeah.
in Dynasty? Okay.
See, I'm
I think so,
actually
too.
to make this easy. I'm kind of that exact, but flip flopped. I actually think you probably.
Trade
Actually,
Lamar.
Depends on
no. Now I'm thinking about it.
It's close,
He's
man.
Wait,
It's
older,
close.
he's a
Wait,
running
no. Now
quarterback,
that I'm
he's got
thinking
more
about it, I
work.
think Ben's right. I think you probably get more for Trevor Lawrence.
I think
Yeah.
in our league for sure.
Yeah, I would agree with
People-
Ben. Now that I'm like really
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, I think I would go with that. I'd keep
There's-
Herbert for
there's-
sure.
There's no situation where you're trading Herbert and keeping either of the two because you're gonna get way more for Herbert.
Herbert's sneaky
I feel
good.
like Herbert's like
Yeah,
can actually win
yeah.
Super Bowls. I don't know about
Imagine you-
Lawrence.
Imagine you have Herbert. Well, I don't care about winning Super Bowls. I care about winning in fantasy, but
I guess. Yeah.
um,
I mean,
but,
it kind of
uh,
usually equates a little bit sometimes.
Unless you're
Alex
Trent
Smith
Dilfer.
or Alex Smith.
Yeah.
still for-
Wait, did Alex Smith win?
No.
I thought he
No.
did.
He never even went.
No, really?
When did he go? No, they went with Kaepernick.
Yeah, you're right. Damn, yeah. Shout
All
out
right.
fucking Alex Smith.
All right, keep trade cut. Kaepernick. No, I'm just kidding. Najee Harris, Javonte Williams, or Damian Pierce. This one's tough for me, so I'm curious what you guys are gonna say. I do agree with you guys on the last one though.
Who's the second one?
Javonte Williams, Denver running back, that gets hurt every year, but
Mhm.
he's supposed to be really good. I think
Mhm.
your brother has him. Shout out your brother. I'm not gonna name drop him. Shout out your brother.
You just call him Brian. His name's Brian.
Shout out Brian.
Uh,
Debbie, you can go first on this one. Ben's got to think.
Well, fuck, I only heard Javante.
Najee, Javante, and Damian Pierce.
Okay, I'm cutting.
It's hard to cut because you got to think about who's worth more because you're kind of always going to be between the trade and the cut. Like
so it's Pierce, Harris, and
Javante Williams.
I'm cutting Javante Williams. I'm trading Damian Pierce and rocking with Najee, bro. I'm a big Najee fan, bro. People are down on him, bro.
You're a huge Steelers fan, dude. Your jersey's in the mail.
I feel like everybody thinks he's trash, and it's been like a year. It's like, God damn it.
He was really good the first year with Big Ben. Last year he had a rough year.
Yeah, they sucked last year. We all know the Steelers sucked last year, and everybody now he's just chalked. He sucks. It's like,
they almost made the playoffs. I actually agree with you. I'm keeping Najee. I do
think you can get more value for Damian Pierce.
Probably.
I think you can. I think Javante's probably better than Pierce, but the dude's hurt. I can't get any value for him. I don't like
the Broncos, man. When was the last time the Broncos had a good running back in fantasy?
Terrell Davis.
Nice.
Anything else?
I just named the first.
Sean Moreno.
Yeah, Sean Moreno.
He was
the crocodile tear guy.
Yeah,
he
cried and had the foot and a half tear.
All right. I'm gonna give you guys another one.
Strung down his face.
These are all second-year wide receivers.
Okay.
So I have two of these. I'm gonna give you guys two groups of them. I want to give you guys' opinion on them. So the first one is going to be Christian Watson, George Pickens, and Jahan Dotson.
I love that group.
Now, that's a good group, right?
I love that group.
So Christian Watson, Green Bay, George Pickens, Steelers, Jahan Dotson,
Washington,
the Washington football team,
Commanders.
I know.
Wait, we have to. Oh wait, sorry. I thought you said we're giving us two groups of receivers. Sorry.
No, I have another group.
Okay.
Kind of the same idea, but
that one's tough. That one's tough.
It's here above them.
I'd say you cut Watson. Who's the
second Watson? One? Man, George Pickens.
You keep Pickens and then you trade old buddy.
I think you could get more for Watson than Dotson, right? I feel like people are probably higher on Christian Watson.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I would probably cut.
I don't know either.
He's not very good.
You don't think he's good?
Watson.
I think he's good. Christian Watson. I don't know. You think Dobbs? You think Dobbs is the better receiver there?
I would probably do it.
Man, you got to catch the ball. Sorry.
He did have some drops last year.
You literally have to catch the ball. And he had a bunch of drops in the preseason. He does. I mean, he'll catch like you a touchdown, but he's like 1 for 6 and he has a touchdown.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe. Like, that's okay, but you're playing PPR? Like, what the fuck? This guy's just dropping the ball.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Forbid you have some kind of penalty for drops.
Right.
Yeah, that's where Dotson comes in with Washington. That dude's a workhorse, bro. But they got McLaurin too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot. They got Curtis Samuel too.
Yeah, I mean,
not that Curtis Samuel's anything, but he's better than a lot of people. A lot of teams' third receiver. So
that's true.
All right. So yeah, I'm honestly I'm probably like way off what you said, Ben, because I'd probably keep Watson, trade Pickens, and cut Dotson.
Yeah, I'm opposite of that.
So you would keep
I'm the third.
Dotson?
No, I would cut him, trade homeboy from Green Bay, and keep Pickens.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay.
I don't know. I really like John Dotson though.
Yeah, no one's keeping
him. I can't justify him ahead cutting Pickens. You know?
What is good about Pickens though? What did he do?
Dude, his route running and his hands. I love his dude, he kind of, I don't know, like a comparison. But from like the limited I've seen, his route running is insane.
Honestly,
his separation, and he can make crazy catches too.
Yeah.
He just hasn't had a shot yet.
Yeah, I mean, Pickett, I mean, held him back for sure. All right, so last one is Drake London, and then I'm gonna give you Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson. Keep trade cut.
I'm trading Garrett Wilson, keeping Olave, cutting whoever else you named.
I would
What'd you
just
name?
swap
Drake
to-
London.
Yeah, probably
I
cut
think
Drake
Drake
London.
London's getting cut.
Yeah, I think
keep
he is too. I
Olave.
mean,
I'm trading
he's like
Garrett Wilson
30.
and getting my like future QB in a year.
Yeah,
Someone's
he's
gonna
at,
overpay the fuck out of him.
Yeah, well, there's a pretty big gap between those two. Those two are kind of neck and neck, and then Drake London's kind of way behind them.
I don't mind
but
Drake
there's-
London for the record, just comparatively, that's rough.
No, I think would you take Drake London above the other three? Because he is above the other three in ADP. Would you take Drake London above Christian Watson, George Pickens, and Jahan Dotson? Because I'd probably take London
Probably.
above all three of
The
those.
problem is with that Atlanta system is like that's a huge question mark still.
And he got hurt last year.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that doesn't mean he's
Pickens.
bad.
I feel like Pickens and Watson probably have a better QB situation moving forward. That's the one plus with them
mean-
above London.
I think that everybody. I mean, not to be a Desmond Ritter fanboy because I have.
Oh,
a
dude,
bad-
you fanboy all you want, man.
But I think that they'd like named him starter. There's not been any controversy. He's the starter.
This just feels like his This
I
feels
think-
like his rookie year. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he didn't really
I
get like a
think
rookie
that-
year.
I
Yeah, of
think
course.
that they're satisfied with what he can do. I think he's
Yeah.
going to be pretty good.
I mean,
I
you're
mean,
gonna
the
know what you
fantasy, I
have.
think like it's projecting him like 15 points, which
The,
is a
the cool thing
lot.
about London is even
Who
if I feel
else?
like they have I mean Kyle Pitts, but if they have a bad year,
Yikes.
they're just gonna
Yeah.
get like I like Kyle Pitts. They're just gonna get a really good quarterback. If they have a really bad year, then they're just gonna get like Drake May or Caleb Williams, and then you're happy.
Fucking homeboy from Notre Dame, dude. You've been
Desmond Ritter's
seeing that?
projected 14.
Oh,
I literally
Ryan
watched.
Tannehill 13.
I
Dude,
mean, I know who
I
you're
was
starting.
watching fucking thing today. It
Tua.
was like way too early Heisman thing, and like Notre Dame QB, yeah, he's gonna be a first round draft pick for sure. I'm like, dude, like 5 teams played. Like, how are we already projecting Heisman's, bro?
Yeah, that is weird. And then
And
they play like
bad teams. Yeah.
yeah, like
Oh, we got a message from Trey S. Just finished my second redraft. Care to rate the squad? Definitely.
yeah, man.
Definitely let us know. Definitely. I'm a big fan of redraft here. Definitely more of a dynasty guy, but redraft is
They go really well together because
they do.
it's nice to have like a dynasty team.
Because
and then
when you
get
have
a
the
redraft team.
dynasty, you're only like picking from slim players every year.
Yeah,
And
it
that
kinda takes the
redraft,
fun
like
out of it.
having that new like allure of like, here's a big sheet of players and I get to pick. Full
Yeah, and,
PPR,
like-
pick 9 of 12 too. No super flex or premiums. You
I
guys
like
seeing
this,
this? Ryan, go ahead and take
yeah,
this.
yeah. Full PPR, pick 9 of
Love
12.
that Olave pick. Man, this is
You
a
got
12-team league.
Yeah, the fact that you have Diggs, Olave, and Saquon in a 12-team league, I don't even know. You probably got, assuming you went like Saquon and then Diggs, then Olave fell back to you in the third, and then you got Jalen Hurts in the fourth.
Yeah, but what round do you take Hawk? He's probably what, tight end 2? What is he on that link you sent me?
He
He's got to
can't
be.
be that high.
He's
There's no
he's
way.
got to be behind Mark Andrews. He's
Oh my,
probably
I forgot
four,
about Andrews, bro. I forgot about
probably-
him. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably 4. I like this team. I love the.
He's 3. He's 3. I'll throw it up right here. Yeah, Kelsey, Andrews, Hawk, and then Kittle, then Waller.
The Devin Achane from Miami. I feel like that's a really good pick for PPR, especially that late. James Cook, really good pick too.
I mean, we were just talking about Drake London. I mean, what do you guys think about Hollywood? He's been kind of getting roasted lately, huh?
Plays for the
Yeah,
Cardinals. We're talking about like
yeah, the
Hollywood
problem is
Brown.
Yeah, and they were memeing him because he couldn't get
Yeah.
off the fucking the route and shit, or off the defender. You see that?
I do like Sutton and Bateman though. Honestly, like I'd probably play Sutton week 1. Like, no, I really like it though. You got London, and then you got the pick between Hollywood, Sutton, and Bateman or Brashad. I mean, you got a really good team, man. Especially if Rashee Rice is any good.
Yeah, I definitely, I mean, obviously I don't know the other teams, but personally, if I'm looking at that team just on paper, like I'm thinking you're definitely in the playoffs. Like definitely.
That seems really good. Yeah. No, Diggs and Olave, it's your two receivers, and having Saquon is crazy. And then you
Diggs
have the
first,
positional advance.
then Saquon, then Olave, then Hurts, then London, then Hawk. Wow, Hawk in the 6th. Yeah, he probably was sitting there because after people snipe Kelsey and Andrews, right? Nobody really probably.
People are like looking at like Darren Waller, like or something.
So many fucking tight ends, man.
There are. Trey, thank you so much for the input. Yeah, we really like your team.
Yeah, man. Nice team, dude. Good luck this year.
Yeah, what about kind of looking here, guys, real quick? I'm looking at this tight end list. So you got Waller at tight end 5, and then right after you got Pitts, and then Goddard, and then Ingram. And then Njoku.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Kelsey late in the 1st if he falls, or maybe Andrews in the 3rd. And then if I don't get either of them, I'm not taking a tight end unless they are like way.
Freiermuth, great. I'd pick Freiermuth. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going down a little bit.
We can't draft every Steelers. We can't draft Pickens, Harris.
Yeah. Go down a little bit.
What about Dalton Schultz?
Dalton Schultz is good. Cole Kmet just got paid. Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, but to
Tyler
your point,
he does well every year.
Kmet just got paid. I don't like people that just got paid, especially
but he never earned it.
I mean, obviously he got paid, right?
Never.
I have him on my fantasy team. He never put up. I can tell you.
I like Chig Okonkwo. He's good. I like
Yeah, but
Kincaid.
What about Kincaid, right? I mean, that's kind of the hype right now. That Boston or Buffalo system. I almost said Boston.
He had
man.
I'm just one game over 75 yards, and he scored 2 touchdowns.
Bro, Laporta 19. This is gonna change. Mark my words.
I kind of like Trey's Hawk pick in the 6th. You just wait for somebody to fall away off their ADP. If they don't, then you just wait and get Freiermuth or Kincaid or Chig or Who cares? I get Greg Dulcich.
I feel like the tight end like waiver drop and pick up in most leagues is pretty
you just
fluid.
Yeah, that's how I run my teams. Like, I mean, Dynasty's a little different, but I mean,
Dynasty, everybody holds on to him like fucking running backs, bro.
Yeah, it's because you gotta have like 6 of them. One of them's gonna do something eventually.
Our fucking fantasy team's great though. I love I know it's a little bit biased, but I love having like the super flex, playing 2 quarterbacks. I love that, like the pair that you have to create, and I love that I only have to play 2 running backs and I can play 5 receivers.
Yeah, I like the amount of flexes and having a super flex. I
feel like there's more like ways to build a team. It's not so like cookie cutter.
Right, like you have to have 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, a kicker, and a defense, and then you get 1 flex. It's like, dude, what year is it?
I mean, you think about it, like my team isn't like that crazy, but like I'm literally been riding the backs of Tyreek, Mike Evans, and Keenan Allen for 4 or 5 years now.
Juju was good for you for a minute.
Yeah, I'm hoping he has another second wave somehow. But I really like Kadarius Toney over there too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he's on
Kansas City.
Yeah, that's right.
He's at Kansas City now. Well, Juju's at
Patriots is what I meant. Yeah.
We know anything about the Patriots and Mac Jones.
R.I.P.
I got Mac Jones too, and it's been rough.
Who?
But Kadarius Toney, I don't know if just because I've been rocking him in Madden Ultimate Team, but that guy's got some promise too, man. Mahomes gets him involved somehow.
Don't let Ultimate Team fool you, bro. You're gonna have OJ Howard on your team again.
Yeah, wouldn't mind that. And that was like that was the one that got away, bro. He was supposed to be so good.
At least you don't have a Trey Lance in your repertoire, dude. Nothing worse than drafting.
Bro, it's not over yet, man. He has a shot somehow.
I don't want him to have a shot though. Now it's like I have to root against Dak. I'm not gonna root against Dak, man.
Dude, okay, hear me out though. What if, right? Big what if. Okay. Dak has a bad start. Cowboys are 1-5. 1-6 almost, let's say. Are you comfortable them announcing Trey Lance starting week 7?
No.
Wow.
No.
Do you think most Cowboys fans would want that to happen?
No.
Do you think
I mean,
most
I think-
Cowboy
I
fans
think it's
like
like-
Dak?
I think most Cowboys fans like Dak, but I also
Like,
think
it's not a
like
Lion
any
situation
team,
where
no,
we
it
had
probably
Stafford
is.
and everybody hated him.
It probably is because I've already seen people like, "Ooh, Trey Lance," but like it's Dak's better
Telling you,
than Trey
bro, the
Lance.
NFL, it's like such like, dude, I could see it happen after week 2. We're watching ESPN and shit. It's like, is it time for Trey Lance?
Yeah, that's what they
God.
do, though, man. That's what they do.
Uh,
And it's not time for Trey Lance.
Dak's
Not.
response to it was not very good either. I don't know if you guys saw that when they interviewed him. It was not good.
He was like, "It's a business. They
It's
didn't let me know."
But he
I
was
don't
very
expect them
like
to let me know.
stuttery and like kind of like off put by it. You could tell, bro. It was awkward.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to be asked that question either.
Me
Honestly.
either. Me either, bro. Keep in mind,
Sorry.
I like Dak.
Yeah, nobody does. Nobody likes Dak.
I don't
I like
mind him.
Dak.
He
I
seems
gotta-
like a nice
I gotta
guy.
keep
Everybody
busy.
likes Dak. Everybody down here loves Dak.
Because he's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he's a
Until
good
he
guy.
loses, and then everybody's out.
That's the Cowboys, bro. They're
Good,
such
okay.
under a microscope. It's insane.
It's the same with Tony Romo, bro.
Bro.
Everybody liked Tony Romo until he lost in the playoffs every year, and then
Yeah,
everyone
because he
hated
blew
Tony
it every time. He fumbled the snap like 3
Just
times.
one time, bro.
Anyways, so
Tony
I clicked
Romo's
on
the
Mike
GOAT.
Williams just to like look at his stats or whatever, and then like I scrolled down and it shows like his transaction history in our league. And I acquired
Oh yeah, yes,
Right.
straight.
I acquired him from Nick. And the trade was Devontae Parker, Mike Williams, Royce Freeman, a first, second, and third to me for T.Y. Hilton and Derrick Henry.
So
Nailed
you
it.
gave up Derrick Henry and T.Y. Hilton?
Yep.
Yeah, but the only
That was-
person
yeah.
good out of that you named was the guy you have.
I have
Well, he
Devontae Parker
first round.
too.
You got a first round pick out of it.
I got a
too.
first, second, and third.
Oh, I guess I would have to
It
see what you got
rebuilt my
with your.
team. That
your
was where I like
draft.
lost everybody. Like,
And if
Kareem
anything,
Hunt,
he
like,
traded
took out
Royce
the
Freeman.
team.
You
Darius
traded
Slants.
Royce
for
Freeman
AJ Brown. You just wanted to bring that up. I saw you, bro. You wanted to bring that up so bad.
Oh yeah. When I turned that into that trade,
dude. Just put a blanket over my head and just at least buy me dinner next time, Ben. Is all
I got
gotta
AJ
say.
Brown and Foster Moreau for
Bro, I was so
Blake
desperate
Jarwin,
for a
Royce
running
Freeman in
back.
a second.
Bro, I was so desperate for a running back.
I
Bro.
wouldn't trade you AJ Brown if you didn't give me Foster Moreau. If you were trading me all three guys in a pick, that's not even worth it.
I just did.
Yeah.
I was
You notice
desperate.
we didn't name Royce Freeman when we talked about running backs for the Denver Broncos.
He's working at Bell Tire down the road, bro.
Oh,
I think
they
he's
probably
on
let him go.
team, man.
Doing like local commercials around the high school, you know. I mean, that guy just checked the fuck out. It is what it is, man. You live and you learn. I think it was one of those times where like I hadn't made a move in a while, and
You're getting fidgety, man. You thought you probably honestly made
was
that
like
might have
one
been
of
the year
the-
you won it.
it was one of these
could've been the year.
Javonte Williams situations where like Royce Freeman was like supposed to be the
Javonte,
starter. You know what I'm saying, in
Yeah.
Denver, and it was like, okay, well, at least I know I'm going to get a starting running back.
Well, I got your back. Since that trade, you've won the league, right? That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
and I think I came runner up one time.
There you go. I mean,
I won
I don't
one,
think
and
the
then
trade
second place once.
probably didn't help you, but you still won, man. So
It's all part of the process in the end, man.
yeah,
You know.
but,
Yeah.
all
Or
right, well,
how about where I got Nick Chubb and I meant to get Kenyon Johnson? Remember
Kenyon Drake?
Mike? No.
Carry on
Johnson. You remember that?
Yep, I do remember that. And you
And
had to
then
swap.
I had to
flip-flop
swap him. Yep, because like Mike was MIA or something or couldn't make the pick, but that's who he wanted. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I guess I'll take Nick Chubb. Holy. That's crazy.
Yeah, the rest is history, dude.
I drafted Tony Pollard 503 in the draft. Let's go.
Wow.
Round of the rookie draft.
Pick, man.
That is
pick.
crazy.
The fuck?
Now he's going top 24
Yeah.
in redraft. Crazy.
That was 2019 too. I think that was that year.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
All right. Well, that's it for us.
All right, boys.
Next week we'll probably go over, the upcoming games. How cool is that? We'll probably preview the Lions game. We'll talk about.
Oh, definitely, dude. That's going to be 2 days out from game day.
Football.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm going to be just squirting fucking Honolulu blue.
Or my Stafford jersey.
Yeah, I'll wear my Kelsey jersey that day.
All right.
And a full Kelsey jersey too. Let's go, Lions. All right. Well, it was a good show.
All right.
Well,
Bye. Love you all. Shout out Trey.
Shout out
See you
Trey
guys
S.
later.
Like Lance?
Yes.
Shout out Trey Lance. That's him, man.